fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Unit Robo T-Rex Hercules from the Unit Roborn Machine Robo Universe line from Bandai. So if you're not familiar with this line, basically you get two things. Sometimes there's animals, sometimes they are food, vehicles, all kinds of different things. In this case, we have a T-Rex and a Hercules beetle, and you mash them together and they transform into something new. Very fun line. If we take a look over here on the back, you can see you connect the two things. There's a few things that spring-loaded pop out, a few things you have to manually move around, but then you will get this cool-looking robot guy over here, and then it is showing you that apparently you can connect it to this one as well. I'm guessing the pieces look like they clip on as a skirt. I do have this one. Unfortunately, it has been packed away, so I will not be able to show that off, but just so you can see here, it looks like it's just adding these pieces on as a skirt. Okay, so that's interesting. It looks like there's a lot of things that this one can kind of work with the other ones, which I think is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get these two out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. All right, so here are our T-Rex and our Hercules beetle out of the packaging. We'll start over here with the beetle. Pretty basic, not really too much going on here. You can open up the little shell here if you'd like to pretend it is flying. And I did look at the directions wrong before when I was saying it could combine to that other one. Literally just the entire beetle. You just take this and you connect it onto his chest, and then he just has a giant beetle on his chest. So that's how that one works. But you can open up the shell there to pretend he's flying. Close it back up very simply. Technically, you can move the legs just because there's a hinge there, but that's really for the transformation. So not really too much going on with this one. He's got nice red paint there for the eyes. That's pretty much it for him. So next we will move on to our T-Rex, which has some nice purple paint here on the tail and the head. The eyes are painted nicely. I like the mouth here. Teeth are done pretty well. His hands are so tiny and just part of his chest. There's no movement there whatsoever. They're just molded in. Giant hollow feet. Really some big honking feet there. Then over here you have the big connection port. So he looks a little weird on that side. But overall, you know, he's a decent little T-Rex. Has to kind of look like he's pitched forward, but I guess that's how they used to run, right? That's what they tell us. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not really anything you can do with either of these on their own, unfortunately, with the exception of opening up the shell for the beetle. They don't really have a lot of articulation on their own, but what we can do is go ahead and connect them. So the first thing we're going to do is just fold up the little beetle feet, and I think it's the first time I've ever had to do a step before I've connected two of these, so just keep that in mind. But then you can see you just line up the two connections there, boom, and then the legs will flip all the way forward, or I should say kind of this crotch area will, and what you're going to do is then just manually bend the feet back down. Then you have to move this piece over like that, and then you have to pop this down and reveal the arm. But that does have a little ball joint there at the elbow, which is kind of cool, and some nice purple metallic paint there. You're going to flip out the head, and then we're going to just open up the beetle wings again. And I guess they're trying to say that this is supposed to be like a pincer claw arm or something. But yeah, kind of cool. When I first saw this guy, he definitely gave me Flame Convoy vibes from Galaxy Force. And so that's why I wanted to pick them up, because I just thought that was so cool. You know, the more you put them next to each other, they don't necessarily look the same, but the color scheme's kind of there. You know, the wing shoulder pads are kind of there, so definitely give me a little bit Flame Convoy vibes. But the head, I think, looks pretty good. Let me move this up so we can take a look. Kind of tiny, I'll be honest, but you have some nice metallic blue and red paint there. You can see that there's a sticker inside here, as well as one here on the crotch. This is like the first time I've also ever seen one where like the sticker wasn't perfectly flat and applied, but it's because it's kind of a rounded surface, so I guess that's to be expected. And then, like I mentioned, you have that little bit of metallic purple there. So again, this is a ball joint, so you can move this hand around as much as you want on that ball joint. That's pretty much it, though. I guess technically you could kick the feet forward if you want. That's about as they don't go any further back, but if you wanted to pretend he's kicking someone, I guess you could do that. And then really the ball joint in the hand, and this, I don't know how this really. I wish this arm could like if this piece connection here, but I guess it wouldn't trigger the spring. Then it would be neat if this arm could move, but I get it. Most of these don't have a ton of articulation, but kind of a cool little Robo friend here with a giant head of a T-Rex jutting out of his chest and a beetle for an arm. So kind of cool. If we want to take them apart, just go ahead and disconnect. I'm going to close the shells up first and then just disconnect the beetle. Pop that back down and flip down the little beetle legs. And then there you go. Your beetle is back to normal. As far as the T-Rex, there's a significant amount to do. I feel like this one definitely has one of the most manual processes that I've seen. Most of these are kind of, the spring pops open, maybe you fold one thing down or something like that. This one's got quite a bit. So put the arm back into the tail and then put the head back into the T-Rex head. Flip this back around, put the legs back, and then close this up. I don't know why I said that so weird. Close that up. And there we go. We're back to our T-Rex. So yeah, kind of a fun one. Like I said, definitely a little weird, but I do like the Robo that they make together, and I like the cohesive kind of orange and black color scheme. I think that's a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely two fun little animals here, an insect and a T-Rex. I guess not really. I mean, are insects animals? I guess they're insects, and dinosaurs are dinosaurs, so maybe neither of them are really animals. I don't know. Animal is such a broader sense, but we're getting off topic. Either way, I think these are cool. I think the robot they make is kind of cool. Would be nice to have a little bit more articulation, but that's not really, you know, the main selling point of these because of the auto-transforming gimmick. A lot of times these don't have as much articulation as you'd like, but, you know, that's not really the main gimmick, so it's kind of a fun little gimmick line here. And you can mix and match them, so if you have other releases, all the connection points are universal, and so you can connect different things and see what different kinds of crazy combinations you can make, which is always a good time. So I think this one's fun. Definitely recommend checking it out. I got mine from HLJ, but these are also available on like Amazon Japan. Pretty much, I would say any place you could probably get Japanese toys from will probably have some of these. So check them out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.